ladies, and gentlemen, we are here with Death Battle, Dante versus Clive. Now, I'm gonna have to go with, obviously, Devil May Cry. But that nigga Clive, not a joke either, bro. I remember his moveset. Damn, that game was so good. Bro fought a fucking... Oh my god, that was such a good game. I feel like that game's low-key underrated. That Final Fantasy game.
Dante versus Clive.
DMC's Devil Hunter versus Final Fantasy.
You think you're the demon? I'm the will demon.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
You think you're the demon? I'm
It's
the
a
will
dangerous
demon.
world out there. Cultists, demons, and evil businessmen lust for power. And every
Yeah, I wish I was able to finish Final Fantasy 16 too, bro. Chat. Oh my gosh, I remember that. I was playing the game. It was so fucking good. And then, boom, somebody just spoiled the ending, bro. They just spoiled the ending for no reason. And then I ended stream, and I was like, yo, fuck this shit.
day brings a new cataclysm humanity must
That shit
face.
pissed me off so bad
May seem like the end,
because I was genuinely enjoying the game.
but for a devil hunter like Dante, it's party time. Who'd expect anything less from the son of the legendary demon Sparta?
A dark knight who, thousands of years ago, woke up to justice and sealed away the demon lord, Mundus.
But then Sparta mysteriously died, and his wife got iced by some demons, leaving Dante and his brother Virgil separated.
Despite a long-gone family, Dante kept a chipper attitude and set up a business dedicated to one thing.
Killing demons?
Killing
and with the blood
demons?
of Sparta running through him, he's the best in the business.
By harnessing his own demonic energy, Dante bolsters his speed, power, and durability, letting him block kaiju-sized punches, move faster than a meteor,
And regenerate like an unstoppable force of nature. As long as he has the energy, he can heal from getting shot, stabbed, sliced through. Basically anything.
Even without
Yeah, I'm not
his
gonna lie,
regeneration,
like-
he survived heat that would reduce the layman to ash.
But no
I think
hunter
it's
is
GG's.
complete without an arsenal. And Dante's got one hell of a sword left by his dad, Rebellion. Plus ebony and ivory, two magic pistols with endless ammo clips.
Ebony.
And they say the perfect gift doesn't exist.
And
But Dante's full arsenal is far
ivory.
larger and stranger.
Like King Cerberus, a shape-shifting set of elemental nunchucks. Cavalier, a pair of buzzsaws that are also a motorcycle. Balrog, fiery fisticuffs for boxing and capoeira. And Navan, a guitar. An electric guitar.
There's also Lucifer, a backpack of endless
Final Fantasy was the longest playthrough you ever did on. Yeah, it was. I think I played that game for like 17 hours straight. Final Fantasy 7.
laser swords that Dante got after slaying... Actually, we never see how he beat Lucifer.
Yeah, you know someone's a badass when they off-screened the actual devil. Then there's my fave, Dr. Faust, a sentient head that turns Dante into basically Orville Peck. Oh, and shoots crystallized demon blood.
Dante needed this and much more when he got a warm welcome from the brother he thought long dead. In a twist of fate, Virgil was alive, but went down a very different path.
While Dante was partying, Virgil studied the blade, seeking the power he needed to exert his will, even if it meant killing his own brother. Something he came close to doing in their first meeting.
But the defeat only spurred Dante's awakening. He learned to teleport using Trickster, slow down time through Quicksilver, and double-team foes with Doppelganger.
With a slick pose and the right timing, he can royal guard dang near anything, then use the absorbed energy to armor up as a dreadnought.
And then there's Devil Trigger, a super form Dante achieves
Devil
through his
Trigger.
supernatural power. By tapping into his inner demon, Dante can fly and gains an enormous boost in speed and power.
Naturally, his rematch with Virgil went very differently, and that was far from Dante's peak.
When Mundus got up to his old tricks, Dante battled the Demon Lord in a vast sea of stars.
Yes, I did.
A universe Mundus created on a whim.
You're
Even
welcome.
later, Dante one-shot a stronger alternate future Mundus who had completely merged with the demon world.
So he's kind of a big deal. Literally, Mundus became a living universe just for Dante to shoot him in the face.
Then there's Argosax, a god so astronomically intense, he had the power of every other demon in existence. A divine deity of the sun that Dante also shot in the face.
Oh, that guy. I completely forgot about him.
Funny, so did Dante. Despite how powerful Argosax was, he was just an insignificant Tuesday to Dante.
So
Damn.
it's safe to say Dante had become the strongest around. But no amount of style, pizza, or wahoos could fill the hole in his heart. Sure, Virgil was a power-hungry weeb, but he was still his bro. Beneath Dante's antics, killing the last of his family kinda messed him up.
Until he learned his family wasn't as gone as he thought. It turns out he had a nephew, Nero, who Dante would help get into the family business in his own unconventional way.
And for dead weight, Nero was pretty badass, even helping Dante take on the so-called demon
game was
king
so fire.
Urizen. Nero's Devil Breaker arm can fire light-speed lasers that Dante and Virgil have dodged.
Dante and Virgil can already dodge lasers in their base forms, but when charged with enough demonic energy,
Fuck you!
they can outright blitz beams over 11 times faster than light.
Nero even survived getting melted down while inside a living statue. It's a long story.
And that's the same sort of regeneration that Dante has, meaning he can survive being turned into a puddle.
So Dante was ready when Virgil somehow returned. Again. And made an apocalyptic demon tree for what else? More!
Hi Dante, I never got
broken.
to thank you for saving me from the demons. Thanks, man.
You're welcome, jackass.
Power!
With the entire world now on the line, Dante had to get serious and fully embrace his human and demon sides alike by stabbing himself.
Holy shit, Dante has been impaled so much, he decided to make it how he powers up. So he got his greatest weapon,
That's
Devil
fire.
Sword Dante, and became Sin Devil Trigger. This is Dante's demon energy at its peak. He can fire lasers with Loose,
Oh my
obliterate
God.
with the fires of Judgment, and surpass even the legendary Sparta.
But although Dante was totally a match for Virgil, neither of them would budge on their ideals. Both were destined to duel until one was dead forever.
But thanks to Nero and two well-placed bitch slaps, they got some sense knocked into him.
Dante realized that if he couldn't make Virgil abandon his ways, he might as well keep an eye on him. In one fell swoop, the two severed the world-spanning demon tree and prepared for a permanent departure to the underworld.
You can choose your friends, but not your family.
Are we gonna
But
get
if
another
that's what it
game?
takes to keep Virgil safe, or rather to keep the world safe from Virgil, Dante will deal with it. And all things considered, he's happy slugging it out with his bro. Maybe happier than he's ever been.
Proof that as long as you have the human drive, even hell can become a paradise sweet enough that a devil may cry.
I see what you did there. Wait a minute. Say that again.
Whiz, it's an emergency! This fight's gonna have a banger soundtrack, but my headphones broke!
Well, good news. This battle is sponsored by Raycon.
Raycon?
Can you react to this Dante pretty please? It's like an animated movie, hella tough BTW.
You want me to... In the middle of a death battle. In the middle of a death battle. What did you say? Wait, I think I seen this. I did see this. This was at first. It had someone sent this to me and it had me in the first half. I was like, "What the fuck are you sending me?" And then it kept going. That shit looks so good.
The tale of the kingdom of Rosaria and its prince, Clive Rossfield. A man destined to be a dominant, the host to a mighty guardian icon.
Anybody who's a dom can draw on
Icon
magic
living.
life juice called ether, becoming a big scary monster.
And commanding the element they embody to create storms, slay armies.
Damn,
and
I remember
split
this
the
like it was
sea.
yesterday, bro.
Dominants are forces of nature, and
The
Clive would be
soundtrack, the
dominant of
gameplay,
the Phoenix.
level design.
Well, he was supposed to, but Big Bird said no thanks, and instead picked his sick little brother Joshua. Parents don't play favorites, but I
Phoenix.
guess ancient monsters can.
Despite the rejection and a deep loathing from his mother, Annabella, Clive and Joshua were only kind to one another. Clive saw the bird in his brother Boar and accepted his blessing of the Phoenix in hopes of becoming Joshua's shield.
Meaning he learned a bunch of magic. He can shoot fire, teleport with Phoenix Shift, and took down this beast before he was even out of puberty.
Even without magic, Clive's a capable swordsman, able to boost his speed and perception with precision dodge. But it wasn't enough when Annabella betrayed Rosaria for the Empire of Soundbrek. In one night, Clive's knights, people, and his own father were slaughtered before him.
Quick, someone use a phoenix down!
Those aren't in this game.
Well, that's unfortunate. But the phoenix icon sure is, because the trauma of everything made poor Joshua lose control.
Clive wanted nothing more than to help his brother, and perhaps this desire awakened the icon that was in him all along. The fiery beast, Ifrit.
Boy, is Ifrit a wild one. Just standing nearby will incinerate the average Joe. It can make fire barriers, regenerate lost limbs, decimate foes with a flaming spirit bomb, and shatter a walking mountain.
Oh my
The
gosh,
downside
this
being
game.
Clive couldn't control it. He didn't even remember becoming Ifrit or battling the Phoenix in a fight that reduced everything he loved to cinders, leaving Joshua presumed dead.
If that wasn't bad enough, dear old Ma found him the next day and made him a slave to Sanbreque's army. Clive spent 13 years wallowing through life, searching for Ifrit's host for revenge, only to learn the one he wanted to kill was himself.
This revelation hit Clive like a phantom train. He thought death was all he deserved for taking the lives of Joshua and so many others. Even so, there was a light at the end of the tunnel. No, not like that.
Thanks to his friend Jill, the outlaw Sid, his doggo Torgal, and a very
What's up,
therapeutic battle with his
exploding?
self-hatred,
De-exploding?
Clive learned to carry the torch for his brother, fighting the real problems plaguing his world: crystals and racism.
In the world of
What? No. Yo, Dante, what the fuck is you wearing? What's good, by the way? Just join. Huh? I'm literally just wearing a hoodie. What's wrong with what I'm wearing? Nigga, I'm not fucking dumb. You asked it like you asked it. Why did you ask that like that? Yo, Dante, what the fuck is you wearing? Like, why did you ask that, boy, yo? Boy, yo, 27. Why you ask it like that? And why you snapping that kill switch, bro? He answered your question. Because I ain't gonna lie, it was a goofy question. It's a hoodie, nigga. I just wanted attention. You couldn't just say, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Glad I could join the stream, dude.
Valisthea, prejudice is alive and well for bearers. Basically, anyone who can use magic without special crystals.
So what better way to dismantle the system than to help fellow bearers and destroy the mother crystals ruining the planet, all while picking up some nifty abilities.
Through a mysterious power that lets him absorb icons, Clive took
I am the
Garuda, an
icon.
avian with sharp
Oh my
slashes
gosh.
and sharper talons. From Sid, he received
My
Remove,
favorite was,
so he could summon lightning.
the
From
rock,
his bane
the rock
Jill,
one.
He got Shiva to freeze
'Cause it was like
lava
a
and
block.
even time itself. With Titan, he can block and absorb blows
That one.
with earth-shattering
Titan.
fists. From this dragon prince, he got Bahamut and some deadly lasers.
And through Odin, he can slow the flow of time and slice apart the fabric of space.
Yeah, I didn't even get to use that.
Looks familiar.
With these powers, Clive stepped up to lead the bearers, and even reunited with Joshua, who was alive all along. Surprise!
Clive spent 5 years freeing the land and became hot as hell while doing it. Well, no, not well, yeah, that way, but also through Ifrit. By using part of Ifrit's power, Clive can set himself aflame, activating Limit Break to boost his
Holy
abilities.
shit.
But Limit Break is far from Clive's limit. After absorbing the Phoenix essence from Joshua, he became Ifrit Risen. Now fully in control of the monster that had tormented him.
Oh, yeah, I did get
he
there.
embraced his role as a shield for his brother and friends.
Just in time to battle in space, block a planet-wiping blast, and overpower this dragon at the speed
So
of
good.
light.
That's
So
no
good.
exaggeration. Ifrit Risen is literally stated to move at light speed. Not surprising when Clive has intercepted lasers over 3 times faster than that. And overpowered Omega, a god-slaying weapon that can destroy, and I quote, all of creation.
But what made Clive strong enough to do all this? You know, besides the
He's
majestic
Clive,
man
dude.
Turns out Clive's birth was orchestrated. He was intended to become the vessel of Ultima, an ancient, all-powerful being that created humanity, but abandoned them after they developed free will.
Meaning everything that happened was the fault of one person. God!
I need to watch, bro. I need to watch. I want to watch that Kaiju show. Like, we got to get to that shit eventually. That Kaiju 8 show, or whatever. Every time I open up Crunchyroll, I see it on the front page or some shit like that. I want to see some big ass fucking Kaijus fighting.
the bastard! But Clive wouldn't be a puppet. If God was in the way of humanity's freedom, then God was gonna die.
Easier said than done.
No shit!
Ultima was stronger than anyone Clive had faced, able to warp all of reality to create a universe.
Shout out to you, bro.
Clive had a secret not even Ultima foresaw. Over his journey, he developed a special state of mind, Logos.
AKA someone powered by human will and the bonds of consciousness with others. Okay, that sounds like anime friendship crap, but trust me, it made Clive a badass who could surpass his limits, getting stronger over the course of just
this whole
one
thing is
fight.
animation.
So much so that, despite struggling against Ultima initially, by the end of the fight, Clive took out Ultimalius, a more powerful amalgamation of Ultima and his entire species, all while Clive was in his base form.
Ultima literally became Ultima squared, but Clive still kicked his ass. Using his bonds with his brother, his friends, and his unbridled will, Clive killed God in a giant 999,999 damage punch. Okay, so it really was the power of friendship.
I'm so mad I couldn't experience that mink.
This guy's got a future in shonen.
I'm so mad I couldn't experience that mink. Oh my gosh, that's the biggest minks of all minks. What the fuck? It's like some Asora's Wrath shit.
Amalgamation of Ultima and his entire species, all while Clive was in his base form.
Ultima literally became Ultima
bro.
squared, but Clive still kicked his ass. Using his bonds with his brother, his friends, and his unbridled will, Clive killed God in a giant 999,999 damage punch. Okay, so it really was the power of friendship after all. Man, this guy's got a future in shonen.
Well, except we don't really know what happened to Clive. Whether he lived or died, though, doesn't really matter. It was his journey and the world he created that made his life meaningful. Clive's dream of a future where everyone can live and die on their own terms had become a reality.
And his stories were written up in a book by a certain
Wait, he just disappeared. Wait, what?
Joshua Rusfield, which he titled Final Fantasy.
Oh, wow. I gotta watch like the game. I gotta watch the gameplay. Your playthrough of Asura is probably my favorite ever. Bro, I miss like PlayStation 3, like playing those PlayStation 3 games, but I don't know what other like big good ones that I've missed. I feel like I played like damn near all of them already, bro.
The battle's coming up next, so call your winner now, folks. Just like our sponsor, DraftKings.
I gotta go Dante, bro. Just off the respect, but low key after seeing Clive's shit again. I mean, I'm down with whoever, but bro, Dante literally gets stabbed and comes back to life. Stabbed, come back to life. Like that shit's kind of insane.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Damn, their shit is looking so good.
Hey, I heard your fiery friend is causing trouble, and I'm in the business of dealing with trouble.
Leave now. I have a god to kill. The last thing that will stop me is a demon.
Good.
Let's rock!
Fancy yourself a bard?
Oh my god. He's so swaggy. Oh my!
No hiding in the shadows anymore, Smokey. Time to see the light!
What the fuck? Oh shit!
What the hell is that?
Oh shit! Oh my god.
Virgil's got some competition.
This is amazing.
Still holding out on me? Let's see what your monster can really do!
So the devil cries for more. Let's give him everything we've got! Joshua!
Underestimate you!
Oh shit! Oh, this is so goddamn fire!
Please, just once. I need more.
It's been a bash, Smokey. But I need it free! Not bad. Not bad at all.
After a fight like this, a god will be nothing.
Okay, that was a whole nother level of close, but I think we got the point.
Oh
This
my
was
god.
not an easy call to make. Dante and Clive matched each other so closely, it was hard finding a definitive advantage either had. This is best explained through three categories,
Oh my God.
starting with stats.
Both Dante and Clive could easily beat up universe-busting threats.
Mundus and Ultimalius could create universes at a whim, and Dante and Clive defeated them sans their own super forms. Dante and Clive could both consistently intercept lasers at faster-than-light speeds.
And Dante could always amp up with demon juice to briefly outspeed Clive anyway.
Oh,
But Clive could
damn.
match that by boosting his own speed and reflexes through precision dodge. Both were so beyond the pale that neither could definitively overpower the other.
Still, given their crazy powers, you'd think one of their abilities would break the deadlock.
Not so much. Dante and Clive could generally match each other blow for blow, be it to teleport, slow down time, flash freeze the other, block and absorb hits, etc.
And Dante could survive the intense flames of Ifrit. He's dealt with heat like that before.
Though Clive did not have a perfect match against Doppelganger, he did have more methods of manipulating time, both more reliable and abusable, in addition to defensive measures like Ifrit's barrier to fall back on to outlast powers like Doppelganger.
But their super forms evened out. Any edge Clive could get from, say, Limit Break or Ifrit Risen, Dante could match with Devil Trigger or Sin Devil Trigger.
In the end, both have answers to most of each other's powers, making it still anyone's win.
Which is why it came down to one major factor: endurance. Just how long could these two keep at it?
While Dante's super forms could undoubtedly keep up with Clive's, there is an emphasis in story and gameplay that they expend a lot of demonic energy.
The longest Dante has battled in Devil Trigger against someone his equal is about 6 minutes, and abilities like Doppelganger, Quicksilver, and Sin Devil Trigger burn through it even faster.
Clive's time in Ifrit Risen isn't limitless either, but it can last longer, fighting for tens of minutes if necessary. But given how close this match is, it's vital. If Ifrit Risen catches Dante outside of Devil Trigger, it's over.
I know what you're thinking. Dante's crazy tough. His healing factor's way better than Clive's.
See, that's what I was thinking going in. Like, his healing factor is like, oh, he's good. He's in it.
Clive can regen lost limbs, sure, but Dante can heal from getting reduced to a puddle. Couldn't he just tank Ifrit's attacks?
Well, yes, but also no. This is where context is everything.
Okay.
While no doubt impressive, Dante's healing has been overcome in the past because it is tied to how much energy he has. Less demonic energy means a less potent healing factor.
Like when he got knocked out for a month straight by Urizen, only surviving thanks to a constant source of demon blood. Hell, overtaxing demon regen is how Dante killed Virgil in the first place.
Even if we assume Dante could get a second wind, it's always possible Clive could get one too, becoming even stronger from pure willpower, just like when he fought Ultimalius.
So, for as tough and persistent as Dante was, Clive was able to endure just that much more to get the final edge. The devil was in the details, but Clive's victory is no fantasy.
The winner is Clive Rossfield.
Next time on Death Battle.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for...
This is going to be crazy. Yu-Gi-Oh versus fucking Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em. Why don't the Pokemon just burn the cards? Boom. Easy win. Easy win. Pokemon burns all Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Yu-Gi loses. What is Yu-Gi without his cards? Let's be honest, chat. Actually, what is Yu-Gi-Oh without his cards? Does he have powers? I don't know the story. I don't know his lore. I just know the game that I played on Game Boy. I remember I played Yu-Gi-Oh on the Game Boy, bro.